Good evening, everybody. Thanks for coming. Welcome to the 2020 She-roes Awards. Please check out our silent auction in the atrium. Bid on that amazing stuff, amazing gear. And now, please welcome our opening act, here all the way from Japan, D-Drive.
Distress is the only thing that feels so real. What about me? What about you? What about trust? What about me? What about you? What about love? What about you? What about me? What if I leave? What would you do? What would you think? What would you say?
I was down on my luck again. Nowhere to run, no place to turn, no one to call my friend. Then I looked in the mirror, saw a different face, so beautiful today. And I took back my power, it was mine to embrace, as I heard my mama say, hey, hey, where there's a woman, there's a way. Hey, 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 I still can hear my mama say, 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 there's a woman, there's a way. When I was weak, now I'm strong, with a will that never fades. Twisting my will for so long. This is a woman that I made. Woman to one must pass it down. It's a song to celebrate. Mothers and daughters, we gotta sing it out loud. Gotta raise our voices and say, hey, hey,
Let's give it up for our opening performer, Mindy Abear. Yeah. What a great way to kick things off. That was Mindy's new song, Where There's a Woman, There's a Way. We know about that, right? To open things up, I'd like to also introduce our house band, the fabulous Rock Sugar, featuring our music director, Divinity Rocks on bass, Pat Dyson on guitar, Drin Elliott on keys, and Queen Cora Coleman on drums. Yeah! You're going to hear a lot of great music from them tonight. Opening for us earlier in the evening was the incredibly talented Quartet D-Drive, hosted by Marshall. Aren't they amazing? Yeah. I hope that you've had a chance to check out the silent auction. There's a lot of great gear out there. It's open until 8:30, and the proceeds help us fund events like this one. So welcome to the She-Roes Awards, and thanks for making it out tonight. I hope that you are enjoying yourselves so far. My name is Laura B. Whitmore, and I'm the founder of the Women's International Music Network and the She-Roes Awards. You're in for an evening of inspiration, of exciting and unique performances, of emotional achievement and solidarity. The women that you are going to meet here tonight are doing it. They are not only making things happen, they are motivating others to step up. They are true leaders in every sense of the word. As women, we face challenges, as have many of the women that we are honoring tonight. We face challenges of gender bias, but also of racial bias, of age bias, of socioeconomic bias. And I bet some of us even face bias because we're musicians and not accountants. And I can say that because my parents were accountants and I know how that feels. My message to you is this: please be the change that you wish to see. Please examine these biases that you bring to the table when you're hiring others, when you're in a position to provide opportunities for others. Many of you here have been with us from the beginning. Do you feel the change? Yeah, I do. I do. I feel the dawn of new attitudes toward women, and I feel the door opening. But I also know it can close just as easily, and that we must work together to make sure that that door never closes. We must be the ones that open the door and welcome other women into a place where they can be leaders and they can be the future, the inspiration for others. And that is why we are here tonight. Yeah. I truly hope that you are inspired by this evening. Inspired to say, yes, there is something that I can do. Yes, I will be the one who opens the doors. And yes, let me be the inspiration to others. Yes, I will be the one who lifts up others. Together we can do this. Who's with me? Yeah. All right. And now I'd like to introduce our co-host for the evening. You've already seen what she can do with a sax. She's two-time Grammy nominee who has garnered 10 #1 radio hits, 6 top 5 solo records, and 2 #1 spots on the Billboard album charts. She's toured with Aerosmith, Duran Duran, Smokey Robinson, Greg Allman, Booker T. Jones, Trombone Shorty, and more. She doesn't sleep. And she's authored the book, How to Play Madison Square Garden, A Guide to Stage Performance. Please welcome my friend, Mindy Abear.
I just have to say thank you so much for coming tonight. I've been here for a number of years. The first, when you gave me the Mad Skills Award a couple of years ago, and I'm just inspired to be in the room. And I know you guys feel it too. This is an incredible room to be in, of not only incredible women in the audience, but incredible women on stage, incredible women off stage in the crew, and we just have so much fun together. So this is a pretty amazing night that's so special to a lot of people that Laura has created to celebrate women in every aspect of music. So I applaud that. I couldn't be happier to be here as co-host. So thank you for coming tonight.
And our other co-host tonight is the fabulous Lzzy Parker. Lzzy is the music editor of Yahoo Entertainment and host of the daily Sirius XM volume show, Volume West. Yeah. Considered an expert in music and pop culture, she's written for Elle, Mojo, Rolling Stone, and more. She's had numerous TV appearances and is the author of Careless Memories of Strange Behavior, My Notorious Life as a Duran Duran Fan. I don't know, there's some Duran Duran connection going on here. She's currently co-authoring the memoir of legendary groupie Mercy Fontenot, a former member of the GTOs. Please welcome Lzzy Parker.
This is my second time hosting the She-Roes Awards, which feels good because I guess I didn't suck that bad last year. I really honestly still have imposter syndrome that I'm here because I'm surrounded by so many amazing people. I mean, how amazing was Mindy just now? And she's my co-host, like obviously gets top billing, but there's so many amazing women here on stage, off stage, in the audience, and the fact that I get to be part of it in any small way and get to present awards to people like Gloria Gaynor, Suzi Quatro, Linda Perry, the list goes on. I mean, Lzzy, Hale, yeah, right? I mean, I'm just pinching myself and I'm so excited to be here. To me, I feel like the Grammys came a week early for me. So thank you everybody for being here. Thank you so much for including me, and let's get on with the night.
And now it's time to celebrate some amazing women in music.
For our first award, please join me in honoring music entrepreneur, editor, and founder of Guitar Girl magazine, Tara Lowe, with the She-Roes Dreaming Out Loud Award.
Tara Lowe has always been passionate about music, playing violin and cello in her early years and working as a touring dancer. After discovering that women rarely played the instruments typically used in popular music and were often overlooked or treated with indifference in the guitar retail industry, she paired her musical interest with an entrepreneurial spirit to create Guitared Up for Girls, and an online retail store that sold guitars and accessories for women. Out of that venture came the successful print and digital publication, Guitar Girl magazine, which shares the latest and greatest news on everything rock and roll a female guitarist of any age wants to know. Tara also contributes to programs catering to female guitarists, and in all she does, pursues her goal of instilling music appreciation and encouraging women to be all they can be.
Congratulations, Tara. Come up.
Thank you so very much to She-Roes and the nomination committee for selecting me to be here and honored tonight. I'm so humbled and grateful to be sharing the stage with some very, very special women in the music industry. Oh my gosh, Lzzy, Hale, Suzi Quatro, Gloria Gaynor, and the list goes on. It's just amazing. I have so many people to thank, but first I want to thank Laura Whitmore for her support over the years and who has been an inspiration along my journey. I also want to thank all of our wonderful contributors who have worked tirelessly in the devotion to our magazine, our writers, reviewers, photographers, designers, admin, and the list goes on. I would also like to give special recognition tonight to my son Todd for being so generous in his support, for lending his brilliant knowledge of all things internet and web interface. I cannot tell you how many hours he has spent to not only help build our online presence, but he actually saved our entire enterprise after a vicious cyber attack on our site a couple of years ago. We lost everything, and while I cried, he worked relentlessly and miraculously pieced together all the lost content, and we charged back from there. I love you, Todd. And then there is the support we have received from so many manufacturers. One in particular is Martin Guitar. They have been a huge supporter, and my relationship with Christy Bronico is one that I cherish. My journey began back in 2009 when I visited the NAMM show here in Anaheim for the first time. I came across the Daisy Rock booth, and that is when I met Tish Shiravallo, a life-changing experience for me. After that visit, we opened our online retail site selling all things girl guitar and featuring female musicians. The feedback from our buyers was so overwhelming, thanking us for providing a place they could go and not feel intimidated or belittled. You know, things like, "You're pretty good for a girl." It was so frustrating. The blog was gaining attention and the word spread. We were getting emails from publicists all over the world to feature their artist. And that is when I met Trisha Kent of Public Relations Divas, who helped get our message out. Guitar Girl magazine was born in April of 2012. So thank you to all of our avid fans and readers and for everyone here tonight. It's because of you we keep the content flowing. It's been a great journey and I love every minute of it. My family, and especially my husband Ted, have been by my side the entire time, and I thank them with all my heart. I love you, Ted. In closing, I would just like to say that I am shy by nature and more comfortable behind my editing desk than behind a podium. But my journey has taught me something, and I would like to offer that advice to every aspiring female out there, and that is to get up in front of any audience, from 5 to 50 to 50,000. Get up there and let them hear you sing and play or do whatever it is you do. Just do it. Thank you, everyone.
Now for our next award, I couldn't be more honored to honor the legendary Lzzy Quattro with the She-Roes Icon Award. I think that's very fitting, right? Let's watch this clip. It's from the documentary about her life.
My mother used to say to me, "Where are you running?" "I don't know," I say, "but I'm running." I don't know why. I'm still like that now. I was in a very musical family with 5 kids, and it was right after watching the Beatles, us neighborhood girls got on the phone, "What about an all-girl band?"
We were the earliest female group that rocked hard, didn't play like girls, like tinky tinky, you know. Imagine the influence of Detroit.
My brother had set up, Mickey Mouse coming in, an offer was made that he wanted just her. It devastated them, and it devastated me. I didn't know anybody, didn't go anywhere. It was really, really lonely. Then I would say Lzzy Quattro came out of the ashes.
He was first and broke the ice and kicked the door for us gals.
I've never seen a woman with an instrument in a band.
At that time, rock was a male-orientated business.
She has transcended her gender. She is now just considered an icon.
A lot of girls that tried to be Lzzy Quattro, but when it's in the DNA, you can't fake that.
Certainly her position in being like the first woman leading a band, having hits like that.
This woman has so much energy, so much talent. She could have done anything.
She started expanding her career. In fact, that was hard on the marriage.
Strange how people don't like you to step out of a box, do they? And I refuse to be boxed. And there's a whole chunk of growing up that got missed out. That's the person I'm trying to address now, that little girl. Yeah, I wouldn't tell her not to go. Just stop running so fast.
She did far more than show that women could play music. She showed us that we could be who we were. Because with Lzzy, there was never a question.
Lzzy had a dream in Detroit, and all these years later, she is still living that dream. That is amazing.
And now an equally cool surprise. To present the She-Roes Icon Award to Lzzy Quattro is a legend herself, Sherry Curry.
Boy, I get all teary-eyed when I watch that stuff about Lzzy. It is an absolute honor. This is the first time on a teleprompter, so I'll do my best, but it is truly an honor to be here. When I first heard this iconic trailblazing pioneer was to receive this year's She-Rock Award, nothing, and I mean nothing, was going to stop me from being here. When I received an email from the legend herself asking me to present her this award, my heart was pounding out of my chest like it is right now. Not because I'd be nervous. No, it's because this woman has done more to change the course of music and women than anyone on the planet. She started it all. She dared to kick open the door for us girls in the 70s when women had no place in a male-dominated industry. We all have these moments of clarity in life that we can never forget. And that moment came when I was 13 years old, listening to Rodney Bingenheimer on KROQ. The song was Can the Can, and the artist was Suzi Quatro. That voice, that delivery was something I'd never forget, and it's something I'd never heard before. She was a phenomenon. My allowance money went to buying magazines, her concert tickets, her albums. Suzi Quatro was the first album. Quatro was her second, and Your Mama Won't Like Me delivered more groundbreaking songs like Can the Can, Devilgate Drive, The Wild One, Your Mama Won't Like Me, and Fever, here in the USA. But in the rest of the world, Suzi's popularity exploded, selling upwards of 55 million records and influencing generations of women. Her concerts were extraordinary. Her huge voice, that tiny gal, decked in leather, commanding her bass and guitar like she commanded her audience. Her stage presence made concerts a religious experience. The Runaways and Joan Jett would not have existed if not for Suzi Quatro. That's a fact. I was there, I know. I can't chronicle the history of this truly iconic woman in 2 minutes, nor express my deep gratitude that I and countless others have for her. So I will end by saying, thank you, Suzi Quatro. With so much love and admiration, thank you for all of it.
I have a speech already, but I'm probably going to say none of it because that's how I am. I just want to say at this particular junction here, I want to clear up a little myth about women. We do have balls. We keep them in our heads so they don't get kicked. I have been around a very long time. I've had an amazing career. I'm now going to be, in June, and I'm proud of it, 70. And still being disgraceful, so that's okay. I've been lucky to have a long career. I've been lucky to have a varied career. As I said on there, I won't be boxed in. You know, I've done, still doing. Last year, for instance, I did 85 shows. I did 2 tours of Australia, thank God for air miles. I did 25 shows in through Europe. I did a UK arena tour. My album, No Control, came out, and my documentary came out, and I haven't had a break since last January. And do I give a shit? I love, love, love what I do. And one thing I've learned through all my years, see, I'm not even looking at this. You poor guy, you're trying to follow me? And I'm completely ignoring it, but that's me. Every time I go on the stage, somebody filmed me, then I'm going to be done. Somebody filmed me when I walked off the stage with the encore and just before I went back on, okay? This is my attitude to the business. So I walk off, everybody's screaming, and I walk off like this, right? Backstage, before I go back on, I'm doing this. And then the change. You never take an audience for granted. Every single audience is a different audience. You get the Saturday night crowd out there, you know, these guys, you've all seen it. Entertain me, you know? Remember those guys? Okay, I'm talking too much. I'm gonna leave you with one little thought before I do my one song with these fabulous girls up here. I got asked when I was like 35 years old. I mean, I'm 55 years in the business now. So I was like 35 years old, and a journalist asked me, stupidly, when are you going to retire? So I said to him, when I turn my back on the audience, and I shake my ass, and there's silence. And that concludes what I have to say. Oh, let's have some fun. Cherie, where are you? You get out here and sing. Oh, you're gonna come sing?
I'm not going to sing, but you're going to sing, and Sherry, I think, is going to come sing, right? Okay, you guys, you got to put your hands together. This doesn't happen every day. Welcome Suzi Quatro to perform a rock and roll classic. You're going to know this one with our house band, Rock Sugar. Go, Suzi. No, you do your thing.
Just checking everything. Can y'all hear me out there? This thing working? And I'm not Japanese.
Whenever you make a purchase on Reverb, a portion of each sale helps a youth music program in need. Since 2018, Reverb Gives has helped over 100 youth music programs from around the world acquire the gear they need to succeed. From jazz ensembles to hands-on studio training, Reverb Gives is committed to helping underserved programs get the gear they need to succeed. Thank you for helping make the world more musical.
Wow, well, that was fantastic. Give it up again for Susie Quattro, my God. I can't believe, that's just the beginning of the night. And it was Susie friggin' Quattro. So amazing. Well, it's an amazing night, and the She-Rocks Awards would not be possible without the generous support of our incredible sponsors. So, many thanks to 108 Rockstar Guitars, D'Addario, DW, Fishman, Hip Peas, which are delicious, by the way. I've been eating them backstage all day. Isotope, Mac Cosmetics, which gets my round of applause because that's why I look like this. And why you look like this.
Thank you, Mac.
Thank you, Mac. Marshall, Martin Guitar, Monster Energy. You know me, you know I like Monster Energy quite a bit. Nam.
Drank more of those than the hippies.
Just hippies and Monster Energy drink all day. Personas, PRS Guitars, Rat, oh yeah. Rat Sound, Reverb, Roland and Boss, Sabian, Sennheiser, Seymour Duncan, Shure, Sound Girls, Sweetwater, Tech 21, and Zildjian.
Thank you.
It was alphabetical.
And we didn't mention the gift bags, but maybe you've been digging around in there. How about the gift bags, right? Come on. We want to thank all the companies that have donated so many fabulous items that are in there. Thank you for making this evening even more special. And we'd also like to thank our media sponsors, including Parade Magazine, who is live streaming the show tonight on their Facebook and YouTube channels. You can tell your friends to look for you in the audience. Future Publishing, including the titles Guitar World, Guitar Player, Bass Player, and Music Radar. MusicNews.com, Music Inc., Music and Sound Retailer, Guitar Girl Magazine, and KVR Radio. Thank you so much to all the other media here tonight covering the show. We appreciate you guys.
And of course, a very special thanks to the House of Blues for hosting us in this amazing room tonight. And for Mix One Audio, PRG, and Bright Rentals for stepping up to make this evening so amazing. And last but certainly not least, our staff of helpers tonight are all volunteers, so please, please thank them too. We seriously could not do it without them. This year, the She-Rocks Awards is co-produced by the amazing Bonnie Galanter.
Yeah!
Yes! Thank you so much, Bonnie. And of course, to the amazing production team. So let's give a big round of applause to Whitney Olpin, Tom Gilbert, Mickey Angeline, Lisa Buttino, and Melissa Cordero. This could not have happened without any of you.
Yeah.
I said last but not least, but you know, it takes a village. There's more. And thanks so much to the indispensable assistants from Sound Girls again. Sound Girls. You guys are amazing.
All right. Don't forget to check out the silent auction. If you haven't been out there, you got to check it out. Many thanks to all of our silent auction donors. And don't forget, we're selling raffle tickets, so purchase a few raffle tickets. You know, we're giving away something cool. I don't know if you guys have the guitar back there to show, but we're giving away an amazing custom She-Rocks Epiphone guitar. It's going to be signed by all of our honorees tonight, and it's a beauty. So get that guitar, but I think we should keep going with the show.
Keep going.
Let's keep going.
All right.
Guitar.
Oh.
Guitar. Check out the guitar. Come on, you can applaud this. Everyone signed it. We're going to be giving this away later on, so
beautiful.
Feast your eyes on that.
All right. And now, moving on with the awards. We are so thrilled to honor Atlantic Records producer and founder of Gender Amplified, Ebony Smith, with the 2020 She Rocks Mad Skills Award. Let's check it out.
Ebony Smith is a New York-based, award-winning music producer, audio engineer, and singer-songwriter who has worked with artists as diverse as Kelly Clarkson, Janelle Monáe, Sturgill Simpson, and Sierra. In 2007, while working on her senior thesis at Barnard College, Columbia University, she realized there was a pronounced lack of visibility for women in hip-hop production. Rather than just reporting on the issue, Ebony took action and founded what has now become Gender Amplified Incorporated, a nonprofit organization that celebrates and supports women and girls in music production. Inspired by her work, she went on to earn a master's degree in music technology from New York University and has the distinction of being a Forbes magazine 30 Under 30 nominee. She currently works as an audio engineer and producer for Atlantic Records in New York, recording projects with top acts ranging from R&B to pop to Broadway cast albums like Hamilton.
Ebony Smith.
They make me sound interesting. I'm like, who is that? How's everybody doing? Y'all good? Make sure y'all check out that silent auction. I got a speech to read. Right now, all I see is Ebony walks off when done. All right, I'll read it from my phone. No worries. Look, we improvise around here. We're good. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Okay, so my speech says, apparently, I inherited a lot of good genes from my father. The gift of his absence was that I developed a very comfortable relationship with technology as a child. Whenever my Nintendo or Easy Bake Oven broke, there was no calling Dad. I had to be resourceful and fix it myself. This comfort developed alongside another inexplicable talent that I could not attribute to my mother's genes, my talent for music. Any instrument I could touch, I would. I could also sing. In fact, the first time I sang in church, I received a standing ovation, and this terrified me. Hence, this was the beginning of my intimate and cozy relationship with being in the background. Music producers and engineers find comfort in being behind the scenes, helping to shape musical recordings that help to achieve and archive the human experience, whether good, bad, or indifferent. Life has not been easy for me, but my saving grace has been the recording studio, a creative safe haven where music and technology, my two favorite things, seem to collide. Just as a great song is a wonderful truth encapsulated by melody, a great record is a time capsule that captures a special moment in time. As I stand here today looking at all of you beautiful people who I cannot see because the lights are so bright, I can certainly attribute my talent for oration to my mother, LaTanya Houston, who is my champion, protector, and biggest fan. She, along with my maternal grandmother and great-grandmother, taught me the power of women working together to build, achieve, and invest in future generations. It was in that spirit that I started Gender Amplified, a movement that celebrates women in music production and engineering. My prayer, and sincerely my prayer, I pray about this every day, is that more women's lives are impacted through the exploration of music production and music in general. Because truly, music technology, it enhances my life, it gives me purpose, and most importantly, it makes me so happy. I cannot explain to you, I'm going off script a little bit right now, just how happy music production makes me. It makes me smile. It's my best friend and my first love. And so it is my hope that this award inspires other daughters, fatherless or not, to find a sanctuary in music technology just as I have. Thank you to the She-Roes ladies tonight. You're so wonderful for doing this and putting this together. To the wonderful band, to the wonderful crowd, thank you so much. But also, most importantly, to all the women in music production, thank you for what you do. Thank you for supporting me. If my mother sees this, Mother, I love you very much. Good night.
Give it up for Ebony again. Now join me in congratulating singer-songwriter and immersive music pioneer Beatty Wolf as we honor her with the 2020 She-Roes Innovator Award. Check out the video.
Singer-songwriter Beatty Wolf is an artist who refuses to settle for the mundane. With every album, she delights her fans with the creative and unexpected, pioneering new formats for music that bridge the physical and digital. Over the course of her career, Beatty has created 3D vinyl for the palm of your hand, a wearable record jacket cut by David Bowie's tailor out of fabric woven with her music, and most recently, the world's first live 360-degree augmented reality stream from the quietest room on Earth. She's also had the honor of beaming her music into outer space, has been appointed as a UN role model for innovation, and has held an acclaimed solo exhibition at London's V&A Museum. Named by Wired magazine as one of 22 people changing the world, and never one to shy away from a challenge, Beatty Wolf is also the co-founder of a research project looking at the power of music for people living with dementia.
Tonight, Beatty is dedicating her award to her dear friend, Allie Willis. Many of you know her, the Grammy, Tony, Emmy award-winning songwriter and all-around creative powerhouse that we all know. Inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2018, Allie's many hits include the Friends theme tune, September, Boogie Wonderland by Earth, Wind & Fire, Neutron Dance by the Pointer Sisters, and so many more. Allie passed away very unexpectedly on December 24th. Many of us were stunned, heartbroken, shocked. So please welcome Beatty as she accepts her award and pays tribute to Allie. Congratulations, Beatty.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be recognized as a musical weirdo and visionary. I take the weirdo with the visionary. I'm happy with that balance. Art in the wider sense has always been vital to my life and why I felt I was here in the first place. And over the years, I've explored what art and music can look like today and how core they are to our humanity. And sharing these explorations has brought me immense joy. But even when the world's leading museums or institutions chose to celebrate my work, or when the UN chose me to be a role model, I still often felt like an outsider, a lone wolf. Then I met someone who changed all of that, someone who got me and me her instantly and effortlessly, someone with whom an unparalleled kinship was shared. Another musical weirdo and visionary, just like me. And suddenly it didn't feel so lonely. Oh, Allie, where did you go? The world fell away on Christmas Eve, never to be the same again. You made this planet home. You gave life to everything you touched. You brought joy to more people than you'll ever know. It was just days before that we were planning our next escapade. Finally, we'd found the perfect collaboration, the perfect sum of our parts. You were so excited because since the moment we collided, you insisted that we had to create something together. But nothing could beat just being with you. That was our best creation. I'm so happy we spent your 72nd birthday together, and you got chocolate cake and ice cream all over my sweater. The idea of a life without you is too impossible to bear. Unfucking believable, as you'd say. I adore you with every inch of this completely broken heart. So this goes to you, Allie Willis.
Please give her another round of applause. She's going to get ready to play for us. She's going to perform her song. It's beautiful. To Be Saved.
Okay, so this is called To Be Saved.
A man runs a calf, it started in the back that day. A girl of 13 worked to keep the kitchen clean in the back of the calf. He made her dress up well because good looks can really sell. Don't tell, don't tell. And he always liked to stare while she tied up her hair and say that we are all forgotten and we are all depraved and we are all imperfect, but we will all be saved. When her mother ran away from the bills she had to pay, one day, he took her to his flat that was just behind the calf to stay. And sometimes it would be rough if she'd say that it's enough. It's tough, so tough. And his face full of love with a voice from above would say that we are all forgotten and we be saved.
Thank you very much. Gotta say, trying not to cry as you're reading something and then singing, it's quite a curious thing. But I feel like my mouth is as dry as the Sahara Desert. So this song is a little song for Ali, if I can get through it. And it's called As You.
Take the last bit of cake and breaking this bread to toast to you. The summer behind, I fell back to this shabby earth, but the city seemed new. That night, the magic disguised, it was not sensational, but that's how it grew. This just has to be as lovely as you. This just has to be as cool. This just has to be as awesome as you. And this just has to be as cool. Make my last leap for space. You've broken my will and holding me still. At 7 a.m., the thump of the club still beating in the street. The siren call and white noise. Chaos around, surrounded by sound, could not silence the question you asked of me. As I kissed your face and said, this just has to be as lovely as you. This just has to be as cool. This just has to be as awesome as you. And this just has to be as cool. Oh, this just has to be as cool.
There's something very captivating about the guitar. First of all, when you look to a guitar, there's something that makes you want to pick up that instrument. There's something magical.
For me, a really important shift in the way I perceived myself was shifting my self-value from my external appearance to like the abilities that I have and like who I am as a person, like what I have to say and what I can do with my hands.
Tone for me is like my DNA, is like my musical personality, is like my musical character. It's something that I think you cannot hide from anyone and at the same time makes you recognizable.
I always want to try to translate what I feel in my heart and what I see in my head to what the listener feels. I don't do it for other people. I don't do it for accolades or validation. I do it because it's what I feel the most alive doing.
Hello again. I want to give another round of applause to that beautiful tribute to Allie Willis that Beattie just did. That was so special and so magical, and just really, really touched me. She was an amazing woman. All right, so my next award, moving on with the show, the next award is to Myrna Sislin, and the teleprompter is broke. Here we go. Her name is Myrna Sislin. I just want to make sure I bill her properly. Here we go. She's getting the Trailblazer Award. And now as I was saying, I am excited to honor the owner of Middle C Music and a classical guitarist and educator, Myrna Sislin, with the 2020 She-Rocks Trailblazer Award. Check out the video.
Hailing from the Washington, D.C. area, Myrna Sislin is a dynamo and a true powerhouse. Embracing what it means to be a woman of many talents, she is a classical guitarist, writer, educator, entrepreneur, and philanthropist, and has been the owner of Middle C Music for over 17 years. After majoring in classical guitar performance, she enjoyed a concert career that spanned 30 years, with debut recitals at the Kennedy Center and Carnegie Recital Hall. Myrna's career took her to Europe, Scandinavia, Central America, Brazil, and Ecuador. She was also an associate professor of music at George Washington University for 29 years and wrote 8 books of guitar arrangements. In 2002, Myrna bought Middle C Music Store and turned a badly failing business into a Washington, D.C. destination that has been honored 3 times by the D.C. City Council. She also served on the NAMM Board of Directors from 2016 to 2019. Myrna is a role model in the music industry and a beacon of hope for female music store owners everywhere.
Myrna Sislin, congratulations.
Wow. I want to thank the Women's International Music Network for this great honor. All my life, I've wanted to be a rock star, even as a classical guitarist. And I salute you for recognizing those of us who are not literal rock stars, but who are rock stars in other ways in the music industry. Woo! To be honored along with Gloria Gaynor, Linda Perry, Lzzy Hale, Susie Quattro, and Beattie Wolf is a thrill I never imagined. Although Gloria Gaynor, Myrna Sislin, I don't know, it seems to fit, that works. Why not? I can tell you I definitely have my swagger on, and I stand at least 2 inches taller. Thank you. But seriously, when I bought Middle C Music almost 18 years ago, only 1% of music store owners in the United States were women. Today, there is a walloping 2%. That's true. But with organizations like WIMN and NAMM SWIM, Smart Women in Music, we want to make sure that that number continues to grow. Yes. Thank you. My career has been one of championing women in music and business. I would like to think I have done this by example, but even more important, I have dedicated myself to mentoring, encouraging, sharing ideas, and being there for women in the music industry. And yes, to show the men that we are more than their equals. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now, you ready for this? We are so incredibly excited to honor one of the most badass women in rock music, the incredible Lzzy Hale, with the 2020 She Rocks Inspire Award. Please welcome Nick Bocott of Sweetwater as he shares his thoughts about Lzzy.
Fearlessly passionate, with a palpable energy that she shares on stage at every performance, Lzzy Hale is a beacon of inspiration. The lead singer and guitarist for hard rock band Halestorm, Lzzy has been leading the charge since the band's inception in 1997, touring the world and inspiring audiences young and old. With a 2012 Grammy win for Best Hard Rock Performance, Lzzy and the band have solidified their place in rock culture. Recently named Loudwire's Artist of the Decade, Lzzy has been a pioneer in rock who has proven that women have a right to own the stage, inspiring her audience to realize they too have the power to carve out their own path. Lzzy continues to be an outspoken advocate for women in music and takes the time to connect with fans at every opportunity, serving as a role model for aspiring performers of all ages.
We're going to have a special friend, David Bocott from Sweetwater, come out here and give Lzzy Hale the award. Please give it up for Dave Bocott.
These are apparently teleprompters. I thought it was to stop people throwing shit at me for my crap, but before I start talking, I just want to say, God damn. Suzi Quatro, when I was a kid, there was this show in England called Top of the Pops. I saw her on there a bunch. God bless her. That lady rocks. And she has something else. I don't trust these things. I don't trust technology because I'm old school, damn it. So I've written this down already. So I'm going to read what's on there from here. Does that make sense? You got it. Thank you. What Lzzy has achieved on stage and in the studio has inspired countless people of all ages and all genders all over the world. But to me personally, the reason she is so deserving of this award is how she tirelessly inspires others by her selfless words and actions off stage and out of the spotlight glare. I'm going to give you an example of that, which I had the honor of witnessing personally. A few years back, Halestorm were playing the huge Rock on the Range festival in Ohio, and Lzzy had kindly agreed to do a public autograph session for Marshall that I'd arranged. About an hour before the signing, there was already several hundred kids lined up all anxious to meet Lzzy, and then one of the organizers came up to me and said, "Hey, we've got a group of girls from a rock camp. They're teenage kids. Do you think Lzzy could turn up 10 minutes early and maybe give them a few words of inspiration?" I made the call and reported back. And what I said to the guy was this, and I did it with a very exaggerated long face and very monotonic. I went, "Sorry, dude. I've spoken to Lzzy. She will not give these girls 10 minutes. She'll give them 30. And that's exactly what she did. And it was frickin' amazing. It was her passion, her eloquence, her words of inspiration. She got those kids really excited, and the energy she inspired in them was palpable. You could feel it in the air. And her endearing personality didn't suck either. That helped as well. And I'll be frank with you, I left there excited too. I was inspired by her. And that's not the exception, my friends. That's the rule, because that's just the way Lzzy frickin' Hale rolls every single day. She plays it forward all the time. Now to close, when Netflix make their Lzzy Hale biography movie, and it's only a matter of time because I've sent them the goddamn script already, the title of the movie, or the biography, whatever you want to call it, will be the same exact title as the theme song. And that theme song, you may ask, is AC/DC's 1974 classic, She's Got Balls. Because, as Suzi Quatro said, figuratively speaking, of course, Lzzy Hale just doesn't have balls. She's got bigger balls than most male rock people I know. And to be frank, she wears less makeup than most of those sons of bitches as well, too. Having spouted that crap, I am not worthy to do this, but I'm humbled and honored to present to one of the coolest, funniest, and most inspiring people I've met, the beautiful friend of mine with enormous testicles. Will you welcome to the stage, Big Balls Lzzy Hale.
Oh, give it up for Nick, everybody. Come on. He's our ally. This is crazy, by the way. Thank you so much to everyone for being here. First and foremost, I'll go on script here for a second, but I want to thank my bandmates, my allies. Joe is in the audience tonight. He's also been my guitar tech. Bill McGathy and Vin, my management team, are here. Ash Costello is here. My goodness, my touring crew, Detroit and Big T are here. I couldn't do this without you. Of course, thanks to Mom and Dad. Dad is here tonight. Thank you for, and if you get a glimpse of him, he's the only guy with zebra pants here. That's my dad. And thank you for encouraging me to join the circus. But tonight is really special because tonight I'd like to thank my foremothers of rock and roll for trailblazing uncharted territories through no man's land. And these ladies are pioneers like Linda Perry is here tonight. Suzi fucking Quatro. Sherry Curry. The great Ann and Nancy Wilson. Trailblazers like Joan Jett and Lita Ford and Pat Benatar and the late great Janis Joplin and so many more. I could go on for days, but I want you guys to know that because of you, all of my dreams were within reach. Because of you, these were dreams that I had, guys, these are dreams that I had no control over. Because this wasn't a career choice for me. Just to be in rock music, this wasn't a career choice, it was a primal need. And I truly believe that rock and roll chose me, not the other way around. And you, my dear ladies, you were my Northern Star. And you didn't give up. After all the shit that you have to go through, you didn't give up. And so because you didn't give up, neither would I. And I haven't. Not in 23 years. I've been doing this. My brother and I, RJ, we started our band when I was 13. We named it Hailstorm, the very first gig we ever had. And since then, we've kept this dream alive. And I've had so many dreams come true. I've toured the world with my best friends. All over the place, from here to Japan, everywhere. It'd be easier to say, where haven't I been? I get to write songs and touch people's lives every day. I get girls crying in my shoulder at meet and greets telling me that this stupid song that I wrote on my bed, changed them for some reason. I've collaborated and performed with my idols. I've seen my songs go to #1. I've won a fucking Grammy, But just like all of my foremothers of rock and roll, I've had to fight every step of the way. So in middle school, my teachers would give me interventions and after class and saying I need to stop playing the devil's music. That still happens, by the way. I've had people at shows assume I'm the girlfriend and not the band member, carrying in my equipment. Oh, my girlfriend never does that for me. Yeah. And then they'd be all sorry afterward. Oh, I didn't know you were in the band. Well, you assumed wrong. I've had men tell me that I'll never be successful because, unfortunately, I'm a girl, and this is a male-dominated industry. I've had men tell me to dress sexier and keep my mouth shut. I've had radio program directors tell me, we already have a female singer in the top 20, and there's no room for another one. There's no room for Hailstorm. I've had a producer tell me that the only way that I'll make it in music is if I sound like whatever flavor of the month pop star that's going on at the time, and I really need to stop with this rock stuff. It's not a thing. That same producer told me that I have to drop my band if I wanted to get anywhere. I had yet another producer suggest that I slowly take my bra off on stage because that's what people really want to see from a female entertainer. And no, that's a true story. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what it's like to be a woman in rock. It is a question I'm sure all of you, we get asked ad nauseum, what's it like? So what it's like is it's navigating minefields of bullshit. It is, every single day, but not giving one fuck. Because I just have to sing my song and rock the fuck on. And that is the advice that I'd like to give to all of the young girls who, and they know this, who have been chosen by rock and roll. Don't give a fuck about the bullshit. It doesn't fucking matter. And rock the fuck on in whatever way you please, ladies. Thank you so much. This is such an honor. Thank you.
Lzzy, you gotta come back. We've got a little surprise for you. You're not done. All right, we have, you gotta help me out, but I'd like to invite Gibson CEO JC Curley to the stage, please. JC, you getting an inkling of what may happen? Please take it, JC.
What are you doing?
What could happen here?
I was fortunate to grow up in a family of super powerful women. My grandmother was an Arctic explorer. My mom was a free spirit musician. My wife of 26 years has been my soul partner. My sister's awesome. I have twin daughters, and the inspiration that you've brought has been unbelievable. And when I first met Lzzy, I gotta tell you, I was intimidated as hell. Her imposing intimidation factor on stage is, come on, you gotta admit, right? You see her on stage, badass, right? And when I met her, that intimidation turned into positive intimidation. And then it immediately shifted when I got to know her a little better and heard about what she's doing off the stage. And you've heard her powerful voice on the stage. Her stage presence is equally powerful off stage. Her voice for mental health, to understand how to fight bullying, to think about the next generation of girls to make them stronger on this earth. And I have twin daughters, and what you are all doing to pave the next generation so that our girls can be a little stronger, a little bolder, and have their voice. It's a token of our appreciation, Lzzy. When you hear the name She Rocks, you immediately think of you. And this is about the easiest thing we can do is to say she rocks, because you've turned positive intimidation on stage into positive inspiration for everyone. We got you a badass explorer, because you explore inspiration like no one else. She rocks. And on behalf of all of Gibson, you've just been an amazing partner and an inspiration to all of us. Keep on rocking.
Thank you so much. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Rock on, motherfuckers.
See, that was worth it, right? You gotta have a little surprise here and there. Now, I think it's time to rock. We've talked about it, right? Is it time to rock? All right. Welcome Lzzy Hale to the stage.
Woo! Jesus. Make me cry up here. Oh, love you too, bud. Love you too. All right. You ready? And let's hear it for this band, man. These girls are fantastic. All right. She rocks, I get off on you. Getting off on me. Oh, you know this one? You know that I know you watch me every night, and I just can't resist the urge to stand around the light. And the eyes upon me. Thank you guys so much.
All right, Lzzy. Now, one more thing you need to do. You're going to help us pick the raffle winner of this Epiphone guitar signed by all the She-Roes honorees and performers tonight. So, pick a ticket.
Gotta be the right one.
All right, here we go. Can we read it? We're going to read.
Very tiny writing.
We're going to read the number. Can you guys see your numbers? Do you got your tickets out? I think it has a name on it. Oh, I can't read it.
It does have a name on it.
It's so
Can we
tiny.
call the number, the name?
It's 529284. Yell out if you got it, because. Alex Coombs. Whoa. Hey, from Marshall. Congratulations. You got this awesome guitar. Signed by all of the She-Roes honorees tonight. All right. Let's keep going, people. Thanks.
Give it up one more time for Lzzy Hale. I am thrilled to honor the executive director of the D'Addario Foundation, Suzanne D'Addario Bruder, with the 2020 She-Roes Champion Award. Let's watch.
Suzanne D'Addario Bruder has always had music flowing through her veins. And today, her mission is to help young students realize their musical dreams. Suzanne is a fourth-generation family member of D'Addario & Company, the well-known manufacturer of instrument accessories. And for the past 8 years, she's served as executive director of the D'Addario Foundation, a not-for-profit that identifies high-quality instrument instruction programs in underserved communities and awards grants and product donations to assist their growth. While heading up the foundation, Suzanne has achieved a significant increase in their visibility and the scope of their work, overseeing fundraising and programming efforts to support more than 200 programs annually. Suzanne's efforts have led to the creation of the Foundation's direct service lesson program that provides free stringed instruments and instruction to students on Long Island who wouldn't otherwise have access. Her efforts have also led to the establishment of new initiatives, including the D'Addario Foundation College Scholarship Fund, Girls in Music Initiative, and more. As a result of Suzanne's visionary leadership, the D'Addario Foundation has won the Music and Sound Retailer's Outstanding Community Service Award for the past 6 consecutive years.
Give it up for Suzanne D'Addario Bruder. Thank you so much.
Wow, gosh, you really can't see anyone. Thank you so much. Thanks to Natalie, who's nominated me. Thanks to Laura and Bonnie and the entire She-Roes team for including me in this special, special evening. It really is a great honor to be in the company of all of you. Thanks also goes out to the D'Addario Foundation, that team, and all of the folks at D'Addario & Company who not only contribute their time and their resources, but also very generously dedicate up to 10% of the net profits of the business every year to support the efforts of the D'Addario Foundation. This consistent stream of income, in addition to our fundraising and our partnership initiatives, allow us to support over 200 programs each year that are effectively bringing access to innovative music education, and in doing so, are building stronger individuals and communities. So tonight is about celebrating women. I am the mother of 3 boys. And I hope they're watching me tonight. Hi, Nate, Jack, and Christian. They're in Chicago. It's snowing there. And what I wanted to say about tonight and the fact that we're honoring women is, we're entering a new decade, and we can say that progress has really been made. But my true belief is that our greatest contributions lie in our ability, man and woman, to work together to make this world a better place. A wonderful example of that from a book that I read recently is our collective action that we took during World War II. While millions of Americans served in the military, something really phenomenal happened here at home. All Americans, men, women, and children were burdened and accepted many sacrifices. Food staples were rationed, gasoline was severely regulated, the tax rate on American workers was raised to 94%. People accepted far less income, and all Americans were required to turn their lights off at dusk. What occurred in the face of all of this was a wholly collective, amazingly cooperative effort to support a greater cause. Retirees, students, and women, of course, entered the workforce, even teenagers in some states. And industrial productivity rose by 96%. Ships that took 8 months to construct at the start of the war were completed in weeks. Having learned all of this, and a little history lesson for you, maybe not, I'm really feeling optimistic about what we're capable of achieving together. I plan to continue to fight for educational equity. I have most certainly seen firsthand how transformational active exposure to music making can be for children. I encourage all of you out there that want to partner with us, please, to expand these efforts to amplify this work and to use music as a vehicle for positive social change. Please reach out to me. Our action, our progress, and our victories are exponentially elevated by our collective compassion and cooperation. Thank you so much. It's a great honor. Good night.
And now it is my absolute thrill and honor to salute legendary producer, musician, songwriter, and all-around badass Linda Perry with the aptly named 2020 She-Rock's Powerhouse Award. Let's watch.
Linda Perry epitomizes what it means to be a successful, uncompromising, and independent artist. Wearing many hats, she is a songwriting legend, passionate philanthropist, dedicated animal rights advocate, generous friend, and an incredible mother. With a storied career, Perry began her musical journey as the lead singer of 4 Non-Blondes and has continued to have a profound impact on pop culture with her message of female empowerment. She has composed and produced hit songs for artists such as Pink, Christina Aguilera, Alicia Keys, Britney Spears, and Adele, and was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2015. Most recently, Perry was nominated for a 2020 Grammy Award with Dolly Parton for Girl in the Movies, a song they wrote together for the Netflix film Dumpling. Last year, she was nominated for the 2019 Grammy Award for Producer of the Year, making her the first woman in 15 years to be nominated in the category. That same year, she was nominated for a Golden Globe Award and Critics' Choice Award for her work on Girl in the Movies. In addition, she is the co-founder of We Are Here, a combination record label, publishing house, management company, and production entity that she launched with fellow multi-platinum producer Kerry Brown in 2017. Today, Linda Perry fosters the creativity of others, actively seeking and nurturing new talents to share with the world.
Give it up for Linda Perry.
You know what I got out of all that is that I'm a weird looking person. I was like, she's so funny looking. Lzzy, thank you, and everybody at She-Roes. First of all, I'm really paying attention to how on time you guys are, so I'm really appreciating that. You know, I've always introduced myself as Linda Perry when I was a kid. And I always felt like I was going to create or cause damage. I guess the same thing, but I've never identified as a female, male, anything. I just have always been Linda Perry. And when I was a kid, I would go up to people and I introduce myself and go, "Hi, I'm Linda Perry," and everybody would laugh at me because like why is this girl introducing her full name? But I've only had this feeling. My career has been a series of gut feelings, and I just act on it all the time. And I've made tons of mistakes, and I've made incredible, I've built wonderful things and beauty, and I've enjoyed every moment of it. And sometimes people ask me, like, what do you do when you get creator's block? And I simply tell them and to anybody here is that I don't get songwriter's block because I'm not thinking about writing music. I'm feeling it all the time. It's in me constantly. From the day I was brought onto this planet, I've always felt my way through everything. So writer's block is a thinker's problem. So stop thinking about music and just do it. As far as, you know, succeeding, and we have to identify what success is. And most of the time everybody's like, well, do you feel successful? I personally, I feel like I'm just starting. So I'm not sure exactly what success is. All I know is I'm constantly trying to be better than what I was yesterday. And I find that I walk around trying to be of service constantly. And I feel like that is what takes me into this whole other realm, because I'm not operating in this business for myself. I'm operating on what can I do today that's going to help other people. So a powerhouse, I'll take that. I think I am. I've earned that. I'm gonna take it. So all I say to everybody here or anybody who cares is like, we have to stop focusing on what that person's doing and what that person's doing. And we just got to focus on what we're doing, because that's what makes true change. If we're constantly looking at everybody and their careers, then all we're doing is following. Leaders, it's a lot of work to be a leader, but you have to stick through it, because what you get in return is far more, what's the fucking word? Thank you. Gratifying. So I'm grateful for this. Thank you very much. I forgot something. So one of my awesome things is I have this company with my partner, Carrie Brown, and we are label, publishing, management, and I but kind of found this 12 years old at the time, big bottle glasses, like a train track in her mouth, and she just like went on a mile a minute, and I was like, oh my God, I love this kid. So this is, I want to bring out Willa Amai. Come here, Willa. She's 15 now, and I just been having the most, look at her, she's like 15, and I'm in fucking platforms and a 5-foot hat, and she's taller than me. but it's been so fun, like just nurturing her career and just watching it blossom organically. She's performed with Dolly Parton. Brandy Carlisle called me one day and said, hey, I swear to fucking God, hey, do you think you and Willa want to come up to San Francisco and maybe Willa get on stage with me? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, and I put her in the car and we drove up there. So I want you guys to get a little taste of Willa because this is my future. I'm trying to really embrace the talents of today. And so Willa, will you go please play us a song?
She's so nice to me. Cold fingertips up against my skin. Warmth of faded bliss. Don't deserve it in the hell I'm in. I got too close. Made the choice impossible to make. Fear arose. Hey now, 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 hey now. Beautiful mask. Cover up ugly face. The final lethal task. Take this one to your grave. I got too close. Made the choice impossible to make. Fear arose. Hey now, 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 hey now. What's inside of me? A mess. Broken pictures, yeah. I confess. Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. Hey now, 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 hey now. Thank you guys so much.
Come on, yeah? I don't play often, but I'm gonna play you this song that I wrote a long time ago, and I was trying to figure out how to do it during sound check, so. Nope, that's not it. It's called Not My Plan. So, there it goes.
Every day I write the book. How the story changes. The people come and go, but the feelings stay the same. And tell me what's wrong. Show me the moon that I fell from. Help me to find where I belong here on this earth. It's getting harder to return. The lessons I have learned, the knowledge I have gained, but somehow the tables turned. Was I lost out in space, trying to find an altered state, wanting to save the human race? That was not my plan. That was not my plan. That was not my way at all. That was not my plan. Tell me what's wrong. Show me the moon that I fell from. Help me to find where I belong. That was not my plan. Hey, yeah. That was not my plan. Hey, yeah. That was not my way at all. That was not my plan. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. That was not my way at all. Here on earth.
Maybe I should get rid of the gum. I'm just gonna put it right here. I promise I'll get it. I promise. Totally gonna forget.
Every day is so wonderful. Suddenly, it's hard to breathe. Now and then, I get insecure from all the pain. I'm so ashamed. I am beautiful, no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down. Oh no, I am beautiful in every single way. Oh.
Don't you bring me down today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. To all your friends, you're delirious, so consumed in all you're doing. You're trying hard to fill the emptiness. Pieces gone, left the puzzle undone. Ain't that the way it is? 'Cause you are beautiful in every single way. What can bring you down? Oh no, 'cause you are beautiful no matter what they say. Oh, words can bring you down. Oh no, no, no. So don't you bring me down today. No matter what we do, no matter what we say, we're the song inside the tune, full of beautiful mistakes. And everywhere we go, the sun will always shine, but tomorrow we might awake on the other side. 'Cause we are beautiful no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down. Oh no, no. You are beautiful no matter what they say. Yeah, well, words can't bring us down. No, they won't, no, no. So don't you bring me down today. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, today. Don't you bring me down. Thank you very much.
Give it up
Everything that
for
I've been
Linda
able
Perry.
to do and to
Will
define
it, Maya?
myself has been on a by.
Let's watch this video. Please watch.
Everything that I've been able to do and to define myself has been on a by the call, by the moment, taking the opportunity that's handed to you and not just throwing it away or saying, well, no, I can't do that. No, I can, and I'm not just gonna have do it. I'm gonna do it and I'll be solid in it. I am a person that believes in inspiring. If it means that I'm in front of 1,000 people, but only one person is touched, I'm good. It happens every time. I do not lie. Every time we do a show, that one person, it may be two, and I don't always look for it, but it happens, and it reminds me that this is what you're supposed to be doing. I'm grateful for this moment, and I intend to keep on rising, rising, rising.
I'm so excited to present PRS Guitar Marketing Director Judy Schaefer with the 2020 She-Roes Excellence Award. Let's watch.
Judy Schaefer is the Director of Marketing for Maryland-based PRS Guitars. She is also, fittingly, a lover of all music, from punk rock to the blues. Having applied the principles of hard work and common sense, along with her lifelong love of music, Judy worked her way up from assistant receptionist to her current role at PRS, where her team spearheads the marketing for such classic and beloved models as the Custom 24, Silver Sky, McCarty, and SE Lions. Helping drive the bus on PRS's stunning 57% growth over the past 3 years, Judy works to diversify PRS with an inclusive message, changing the narrative around gender, sex, and status while tirelessly striving to support other women working in the music product space.
Give it up for Judy Schaefer. Congratulations.
Thank you, She-Roes Awards and the Women's International Music Network. Laura, Bonnie, I haven't met you yet, but I already love you. Every year this event is so amazing. I feel incredibly honored to be here receiving this award tonight. I started working at PRS Guitars fresh out of college. I took a job as essentially the backup receptionist, thinking that would allow me time to figure out what I really wanted to do with my life. You may know where this is going. That was 2005. Over the last 15 years, I've had several positions that led me to my current role as Director of Marketing. But my path from entry level to leadership at PRS is not a one-off story. Pretty much everyone on the director's team with me started out in an administrative role or on the production or manufacturing floor, and 4 out of 7 of us directors are women. I'd like to thank Paul Reed-Smith, Jack Higginbotham, our COO, and Jamie Mann, our president, for making PRS a home for me and so many others. It is because of their leadership that when we call ourselves family at PRS, we really mean it. Being part of a first-generation company, I get to work with people every day who have been in this industry and with PRS for 25, 30, 35 years, and we're 35 years old in 2020. It's a really unique situation. I'm super thankful to be part of it. I'd also like to thank my team. A few of you are here tonight. We are a small team, but we accomplish a lot. Everyone presents themselves with so much positivity, creativity, and passion. They impress me every day with what we are able to get done. And finally, thank you to my husband and my gang of friends here and back at home in Maryland. You all believe in me, you support me, you love me without limit. My life would absolutely not be the same without you. All of these people have not only helped me to become who I am, but they have been able to show me who I've been able to be all along. And that's something that I don't know I would have realized without all of them. This night is always so inspiring. The 8th year, I think we've been here for more than half of them now. The world's not perfect. None of us are, but we all carry with us the ability to help others see their potential, to support each other, to propel each other forward, to be a mentor, a sounding board, or just a cheerleader. And I hope we all leave here tonight carrying with us the changes we still need to see. We have the power to make sure that women and girls everywhere know they can be a rock star, a marketer, a backup receptionist, and be absolutely proud. Thank you.
Hey everyone, is everyone having a good time? I'm having a friggin' awesome time. I keep thinking, like, how is this life? This is such an amazing night. I'm so happy to be part of it. And I'm so excited about our next honoree, an amazing virtuoso bass player who's also an incredible singer-songwriter. Please join me as we honor Tal Wilkenfeld with the 2020 She-Roes Vision Award.
Australian-born, LA-based Tal Wilkenfeld has been recognized as a bass guitar virtuoso who's played and recorded with some of rock's greats, including Jeff Beck, Mick Jagger, Prince, Herbie Hancock, and the Allman Brothers. These experiences prepared her to shine as an artist in her own right. And in 2019, the critically acclaimed bassist broke into new territory with her album, Love Remains. Debuting in the #1 spot on Billboard's Heat Seekers chart, the album also reveals her as a talented songwriter and expressive vocalist. Her songs reflect both her personal experiences and her time spent out on the road, offering a perfect blend of instrumental and vocal prowess, along with masterful songwriting chops.
Please welcome, congratulations, Tal Wilkenfeld.
The question I am most often asked in interviews is, what's it like being a female in a male-dominated industry? You know, when I'm on stage, I've never thought to myself, I'm really feeling the groove here for a chick. Just like when I'm listening to Jimi Hendrix, I don't think, he's a sensational guitarist for a dude. Right now, we may be in a male-dominated industry because we're outnumbered, but I'm pleased to see so many women choosing to not put up with being male-dominated in their personal and professional lives. It's a great honor to be recognized at this show tonight. The women being honored here tonight are being acknowledged for their talent, their hard work, and their ability to rise above obstacles in their paths. So I feel privileged and grateful to be among such humans, irrespective of their gender. I remember when I first started to perform live, I would purposely dress in baggy, casual clothes to fit in with the other dudes and avoid the dreaded male gaze. I wanted to be taken seriously and for the music to be heard for what was being said and not who was saying it. After a while, I realized the tacit acquiescence in my choice to dress down. Now I say, why can't a woman in a miniskirt play the shit out of an instrument? I mean, not that miniskirts are my style, but what if I woke up one day and said, you know what? Today's a miniskirt day. Will I be any less of a credible musician? The problem is that I even have to ask this question. I bet Mick Jagger never asked himself, if I take my shirt off on stage, will my song Street Fighting Man suck? So why did I torture myself about this? Maybe because I was being a chick. Terrible joke in a room filled with women. I liked it. I did that for me. But if we have talent and if we work hard and we don't allow people's worst instincts to hinder us, and if we look out for one another, we'll get our greatest opportunities and rewards. And how do we look out for one another? We pursue excellence, we work indefatigably, and we make clear that we will not tolerate misbehavior. And that doesn't mean we will never encounter inappropriate behavior, it just means we'll never capitulate. And that doesn't suggest we are in a war. Simply, nothing could be more noble or loving than the poetic expression of ideas and ideals. Dream big, chase after those dreams, then close your eyes and hope you have great luck. Because there's always an element of luck, and I've been blessed with it in spades. To have met some exceedingly generous people who've helped elevate my career, and to some assholes who inspire me to fight harder just to prove them wrong. I'm grateful to every one of them. Thanks to She-Rocks, you're a fantastic and necessary organization. I hope you'll continue to inspire women, men, and the media at large until the question asked is no longer, what's it like being a chick in this business, but rather, what's it like being you in this business? And then we'll turn to them and say, unbelievable! Good night. Thank you.
All right, who's ready for more music? All right, well, you guessed it. Let's give it up. Let's watch this amazing artist in action. Ladies and gentlemen, Tal Wilkenfeld.
Chantal Wolkenfeld, Tangled Up in Cables. Okay. You know, I got to add one more thing to that speech. There was a lady who, when I first came to town, I was a teenager, I had nowhere to stay, and she gave me her couch for months. Miss Charlotte Gibson. I look about the same, right?
Yeah. She was 12. She looks 12. That's good.
I call out to the ocean, my tears fall into the sea, for the vows that have been broken across the dunes of time repeatedly. Like a knight in battered armor, I lay my sword upon the ground, 'cause I can't keep fighting these same battles. More has been lost than has been found. It's hard to feel things changing after all's been said and done. We spend our lives rearranging everything under the sun. I walk the same road to work each Monday. Every step tears at my heel. I sleep not to dream, but to forget on Sunday. I spoke, just turning with the wind. It's hard to feel things changing after all's been said and done. We spend our lives rearranging everything under the sun. Reaching for the sky, feet buried in the ground. Looking for some way out of the circle spinning round. My eyes on the horizon, seeking out the light. But don't let me be lost forever in the night. Don't let me be lost. Don't let me be lost in the darkness of under the sun. The queen of self-sufficiency met an island of a man. Keep away and run away now, hand in hand. This unexpected alchemy waves upon a burning shore. I rise and crash in front of you. You burn some more. But no, you didn't know about the ghosts left inside of me, baby. No, they didn't show until your love began to lift me free. And I feel guilty, 'cause when you lie your head upon my chest, you feel the beating of my restless heart. What used to be invisible, illuminated by a spark, you guard the flame and tenderly hold back the dark. But no, you didn't know about the ghosts left inside of me. Did you, babe? Feeling so alone in the midst of this uncertainty. I can't help but feel guilty when you lie your head upon my chest. You feel the beating of my restless heart, racing mind, reeling with memories that coulda, shoulda beens all through the night.
Love, help me sleep tonight. Love, help me breathe tonight. Love, will you stay by my side in this love, this haunted love? 'Cause in the middle of the night, it'll take you by surprise. So will you hold me, love, in this haunted love? 'Cause in the middle of the night, it'll take you by surprise. So let me hold you, love, in this haunted love. Thank you.
All right, how you doing out there? We have 2 awards left for this evening. I know it's sad, but what an inspiring evening, holy moly. All right, I'd like to take a moment once again to acknowledge our incredible house band, Rock Sugar, featuring Divinity Rocks on bass, Kat Dyson on guitar, Drin Elliott on keyboards, and Queen Cora Coleman on drums. Thank you so much, ladies. You've been incredible. There's more to come. You may have seen some of these ladies touring with Beyonce and many other top artists. They're so amazing. We're so lucky to have them here. Okay, well, if you've ever come to a she-roes Awards, and I think some of you may have, you'll know that I always select someone to be honored with what I call the Secret Award. It is time for the Secret Award. It's an award I personally select to give to someone who goes above and beyond the call of duty, working to help us fulfill the goals of the Women's International Music Network and the she-roes Awards. And this year, I'm so excited to give it to a dear friend and my partner in crime. Let's watch the video.
Jenna Payon is a dreamer, a dancer, a beam of creative light. A singer-songwriter and pianist from Boston, Massachusetts, she built a name for herself as a solo artist whose music blends classic pop, soul, blues, and folk rock into her own modern brand of vintage pop. With over 2 decades of training and education in classical and contemporary piano, voice, ballet, and theater, Jenna released her solo album, Hammers and Strings, in 2014 to critical acclaim. Jenna also co-founded Boston Glow, Girls Leadership Organized Women, a Massachusetts nonprofit that creates empowering opportunities for women and girls. Jenna first met up with the Women's International Music Network founder Laura B. Whitmore at the Women's Music Summit in 2012, and today, the two are putting the finishing touches on their new collection of empowering original songs for girls, simply titled Girl, the Album. Jenna has participated in many She-Roes events, lending her voice and musicality to each opportunity with a fierce passion that leads to true excellence. There's no doubt that she rocks.
All right, I'd like to bring out the incredible Jenna Payone.
That's so cool. I know, this is a very bad idea. I'm supposed to sing next, and now I don't know my song. So you're all in for a real treat. No, thank you so much. This is really cool. Laura, there's very few people in this industry who are like Laura Whitmore, and especially for me, she has been just such a mentor and friend and creative partner, and this means the world to me. So thank you very much. Thank you. This is awesome.
Okay, and now, here to perform a brand new song that appears on the upcoming album, Girl, the Album. I think you might have heard of it. Please welcome Jenna Payone with Laura Clapp on background vocals for this song, Queens.
You were never Cinderella. You don't need a borrowed slipper to make you who you want to be. You don't need a prince, a wish granter. You don't need a magic mirror to show you what you already see. And so what if you're not what the fairy tales want? Maybe the fairy tales got it wrong. It's happy endings you read. They don't mess with your head. You know what's princess is fun. You've been a queen all along, so dust off your crown. Queens don't melt down to anyone else. Walk tough and proud. Queens don't melt down. Queens don't, they don't bow down. Queens don't melt down. You were never little red or a beauty stuck in bed, just waiting to be saved. Yeah, damsel ain't your type. When the battle comes, you fight. Don't need heroes to be brave. And sometimes it's a burden to bear. Those diamonds way down in there, but don't you let them see you cry. Just hold tight to your throat. Pull another sword from the stone. Remember what's inside. Hold your head up high.
it done. But before we present the next award, I just want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Yeah, thank you. Please visit our website, join our mailing list, become part of the conversation at thewomen.com. It's THEWIMN. And if you can't find that, just Google Laura B. Whitmore and reach out. Please make sure you pick up your silent auction items at the checkout table at the atrium on your way out. And when we're done with the next segment here, I invite all of our honorees to come up on the stage and join us for some photos. And thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. I think you're going to want to get out of your seats for this one. Ladies, take it away.
We are so overjoyed to present the next award to a true legend.
Absolutely. Please, everybody, join us in honoring the one and only Gloria Gaynor with the 2020 She-Roes Legend Award. Here we go.
Grammy Award-winning artist, 2012 Grammy Hall of Fame inductee, World Music Awards Legend Award recipient. These are just some of the accolades Gloria Gaynor has earned during her career that spans 5 decades with hit songs in every single one of them. Gloria made an indelible impression early in her career with songs like Never Can Say Goodbye and Reach Out, I'll Be There. After a long and challenging recovery from a paralyzing spinal injury, Gloria did more than survive. She truly thrived. While still in a back brace from her recent injury, Gloria recorded the song that would become a global anthem, I Will Survive. Gloria continually shares her joy and vision with fans around the world, whether performing concert dates in Europe and South America with her 10-piece band or working on new music. The singer and songwriter recently collaborated in Nashville with an A-list collective of fellow Grammy Award winners and popular Christian artists to create Testimony, her roots gospel album. The project features the single Back on Top, her self-proclaimed sequel to I Will Survive. Topping the charts and receiving rave reviews from Rolling Stone, Billboard, Time Magazine, CBS Sunday Morning, The Today Show, and more. Testimony has been nominated for 2 Grammy Awards this year and proves that Gloria Gaynor has a lot more to share with the world.
Congratulations, Gloria. Congratulations. Whoops, I tried.
Thank you so much. This is wonderful. I cannot tell you how pleased and honored I feel to have been chosen for this prestigious recognition. To be counted among the distinguished women who are being honored tonight, as well as those who have gone before us, is a distinction I never dreamed of. I give thanks, first of all, to my Lord and Savior, Christ Jesus, for the gifts, talents, and abilities given me with which to make these strides that I've made in my life and my career. I am so grateful to She-Roes Awards for launching this event and award and for considering and choosing me as a recipient. I thank Rob Christie for my nomination. I thank my dear friend, my baby sister / another mother, sister from another mother, manager Stephanie Gold, for being so incredibly instrumental in the most recent strides that I've made in my career and my life. Thanks to Tom Storr, my A&R person, and Howie Simone, Ray, Heather, and Dawn of my publicity team. Thanks also to the whole of Team Gaynor for supporting me in everything that I do that has to do with my career. Some of which are on stage with me tonight. Anna Salvamini, who's on background vocals, Kiku Collins on trumpet, and my formidable, inimitable music director, Mark Barron. Thanks again to She-Roes Awards for this wonderful recognition. I hope that you will continue to recognize and commend admirable and exemplary ladies. I hope that you will continue to be the paver for the way of others to honor these women and give them their due in more and more areas of life. Thank you.
And now, everybody, you're going to want to get out of your seats. Please join us in welcoming the amazing Gloria Gaynor as she shares her Grammy-nominated song, Talking About Jesus, followed by her iconic hit, I Will Survive.
Are you ready? Clap your hands, clap your feet, hum along, sing along. This is a song from my latest album, Testimony. Incidentally, it's up for a Grammy nomination. Well, I hear them talking about the same old thing. Talking about money, honey, status, power, and fame. But I'm here to tell you about that name. And if you haven't heard it yet, then your whole world about to change. I'm talking about love, I'm talking about freedom, I'm talking about the one you can depend on when you need them. I'm talking about mercy, grace and forgiveness. Talking about, good God Almighty, you need to hear this. I'm talking about Jesus, I'm talking about Jesus. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm talking about Jesus. I'm talking about Jesus. I'm talking about Jesus. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm talking about Jesus. Ooh, stop. You can't do it alone. And if you think that your life is hopeless, then you're playing dead wrong. 'Cause I know somebody who came to save your life. And without his hand leading every step of the way, you won't survive. I'm talking about love, talking about freedom, talking about the one you can depend on when you need him. I'm talking about mercy, grace and forgiveness. Talking about, oh, good God Almighty, you need to hear it. I'm talking about Jesus. I'm talking about Jesus. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm talking about Jesus. Talking about Jesus. I'm talking about Jesus. I'm talking about Jesus. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm talking about Jesus. Say, what do you think you got to be a victim of the nightlife? Kicking it with the Joneses, selling life without Christ? You ain't got to go there now, you got to see. You should set the standard together with me. Making it good, making it right, gonna set your own sight. The deeper your foundation, greater can be the height. Come on, baby. Don't go with the flow, your maker should be your leader. Now act like you know. Talking about love, love, love. Talking about freedom, freedom. Talking about the one you can depend on when you need her. I'm talking about mercy, grace and forgiveness, forgiveness. Talking about good God Almighty, you need to hear this. I'm talking about Jesus. I'm talking about Jesus. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm talking about Jesus. Talking about Jesus. I'm talking about Jesus. I'm talking about Jesus. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm talking about Jesus. Talking about Jesus. Talking about the one who saved my soul from sin. The one who kept me up within my Jesus. Talking about my Lord. Talking about Jesus. Talking about the one who turned my life around. Set my feet on higher ground. My Jesus. Talking about my Lord. Salvamini. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. This is kind of in my face. I don't like it. Are you ready? I mean, are you really, really ready now? At first I was afraid. I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. So now you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I'd have known for just 1 second, you'd be back to bother me. Come on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with the fire? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll still alive. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. Give me strength not to fall apart. Though I tried hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. And I spent oh so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry, but now I hold my head up high 'cause he made me somebody new. And I'm not that chained up little person still in love with you. And so you felt like dropping in and just expect me to be free. Now I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Come on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to crush me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll still alive. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. Only my Lord will give me strength not to fall apart. Though I tried hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. And I spent oh so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry, but now I hold my head up high 'cause he made me somebody new. And I'm not that chained up little person still in love with you. And so you felt like dropping in and just expect me to be free. Now I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Come on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, 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 not I will survive. And as long as I know how to love, I know I'm still alive. I've got all my life to live, and I've got so much love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. I will survive. I'm going to give you a chance to sing this. If you please, join me one more time. Let's do it. Come on now. Weren't you the one
survive. One more time. Go on now. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live, and I'll survive. I will survive.
We'll see you next year. Thank you.